Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the LadyGang. I am Beccatobin here with jacvanek and keltieknight. Happy New Year.
You know, I think you just did your own pet peeve.
I did.
It was saying
it's
Happy
mid-January.
New Year, 2 weeks into the year.
But it took that long. It creeped up on me, even though we've been preparing for the end of the year since August. When I reviewed our year in August, all of a sudden it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, and then it was back to work week, and now it's actually the New Year week.
Well, I'm excited it's going by fast because January is the worst month of the year. So let's get through it. It's the Monday of the
month
year
that Keltie and I were both born,
which says a lot. It really explains a lot.
It really does.
Why is January so terrible?
Jack just said it. It's the Monday of the year.
Yeah. There's nothing going on. It's sad. It's cold, but there's nothing to celebrate because all the holidays are over. It's just sad.
Your credit card bill from the holidays came.
Yep.
Ooh, that one stung. All right.
You realized you
know
never did send a Christmas card out.
No.
I sent all my corporate work gifts this week. I was like, Happy New Year.
It's
whatever.
fine.
It's a nice little treat in the new year.
I agree. All right. Well, you guys, we're not going to be downers this whole time.
No, we're not.
Bring you up. We've got a great episode planned for you. And before we get in, we're going to jump into it's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
I'm going to kick us off because I have great news for me and terrible news for you two.
Oh,
You got a
damn
job.
it.
I'm going to live forever.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
I did a Prenuvo scan.
Yes.
And if anyone hasn't seen this,
Everyone famous that can afford it is doing it.
if you have not seen this, it is a full body MRI. And normally you can only get those if you're experiencing issues and you go to your doctor and they have to, set you up with one, yada, yada, yada. So there's this new company. It's so modern. It's so fresh. Prenuvo. They have them in a bunch of locations. And I decided because last year I got very freaked out about certain things going on with my body, but mostly my brain. And I think with the internet and social media, we hear so many more stories now of people, young people, with things like aneurysms, brain tumors, cancers. It's just really, it's been freaking me out. And you know that I'm likely to have anxiety. So I went and I did this. It was so easy. I thought I would be claustrophobic and feel like I was in a coffin. I wasn't. I watched
How long
Netflix.
are you in there?
About an hour.
Oh,
But
it's long.
they give you headphones and they put this thing on your face where you're like watching Netflix the entire time. And you can choose what you want to watch and you just lay there and you do it. But I have been a little bit anxious, and that's why today I wasn't going to talk about it until I got my results, because I was like, the anticipation of something. I'm like, am I going to have to unveil some really bad information? Are they going to go replace me with Lisa Barlow? But guys, sorry, Lisa Barlow, I'm here to stay. I am wonderful. Chef's kiss.
You didn't have anything? Because I did Prenuvo too, and I'll talk about what happened with me, but yours was just clear.
Yeah, the only thing that this was kind of my bad week. So someone in my family had a breast cancer situation. I mean, not a situation, breast cancer. And I got really nervous, and I went and I did my mammogram. And I did my annual mammogram ever since this. And I thought that was what you're supposed to do. Well, it turns out when I did get my Prenuvo scan back, there's something called,
She's reading it.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Sorry. It says your breast tissue appears dense with low fat content.
That's how mine is too.
Dense breast.
Yes. So dense
It's usually
breast
for
tissue.
people with small boobs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And they have to, that's why I can't do a regular mammogram. I have to do a sonogram thing because they can't squish my boob enough. It's too dense.
And I didn't
That
know
3
this.
centimeters of breast I have is so dense.
And I didn't know this. And I'm really bummed out that I'm having to find this out, that I'm going to need to do my regular mammogram, but also they say now you can do the ultrasound or MRI or whatever. So yeah, once again, just let down by the medical community. But
Obviously.
thank you, Prenuvo.
I love it.
Yeah,
Wait, Jack, what happened to yours?
Yeah.
So mine, they found something on my brain. It was a mass. That's all it said was a mass. So I had to live in anxiety until I could get an MRI to see what it was. And it ended up being a benign cyst on my pituitary gland. But I did Prenuvo in June of last year. And so it was right when all of my like wedding shit was going on. And so I was like living with that anxiety on top of my other anxiety from the wedding until I could get that MRI. But it was crazy because the Prenuvo scan is like a basic MRI of your whole body. So you have to get a more detailed scan after that. So it was crazy. But then I also have cysts all over my body, but I feel like that's pretty normal.
I had a cyst in my liver. They found one cyst in my liver, but they were like, it's benign, it's normal, it's nothing. Like it's kind of like
I'm
you do have
fascinated.
like these mystery things going on in your body. But they told me the lining thickness in my uterus, which is kind of helpful if you're trying to get pregnant because you have to have a certain thickness of your lining of your uterus to be able to like get pregnant, stay pregnant. So I don't know. It's cool. They spotted my IUD in there. It was a really fun exploration.
Ooh,
Whoa.
it is kind of weird because they give you all the scans that you can like see of your body. Yeah. Oh, also my bones. Well, I have like hyperextended knees and elbows and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, your bones are very like crooked everywhere. I'm like, awesome.
Crooked bones.
Was that the medical term they used?
I have like
Honestly,
I have like a
so emo.
It's so emo. I have like a sway back and like there's so many things going on with my body, but it was funny. I'm like, yep, exactly what I thought.
Shaky bones, Jack. Okay.
Yep.
Do you have a good week? Oh wait, do you have a bad week?
So my good week was the scan. My good week is I'm going to live forever.
Yeah.
And my bad week is that I have dense breast tissue.
Welcome to the club.
Dense breast. Jack?
I'll go next. Okay, so my good week is I was at this place called Mother's Market. It's like a Sprouts, Whole Foodsy type of a place. And I was checking out. As I was checking out, the guy that was like doing the bags, like the bag boy or whatever, he goes to me, he's like, you look so young. He's like, I bet you that you were born in the 90s, but you look like you were born in the early 2000s. And I was like, oh my God. Thank you. I was actually born in the 80s. And he was like, no way. And to me, I just take nothing more as a higher compliment than being told I look young. Like, I don't need to be
100%.
pretty. I just want to be young. So I was having a tough day, and it really it was the boost of energy that I really needed. So that's my good week. I always love when I get told that I look young.
Proud of you.
After that happened, there was a juice bar at this place, and I go to the juice bar. We're picking up a juice that we're waiting for, and there's this like guy that was probably in his 40s next to me. And that same bag boy comes up and he goes to the guy and he's like, do I know you? And the guy's like, no, this is like the first time I've ever been here. He's like, oh. He's like, you know what? You look so young. I bet you were born in the 80s, but you look like you were born in the 90s. And I was like, what? My one singular unique compliment this guy is using on everybody in the store.
Oh, he's a Keltie. Yeah.
He's a Keltie.
He wants love, so he gives a little love to get a compliment. It's a fish.
And it's the same compliment.
Hook, line, and sinker.
But
I was so bummed.
wow, he didn't even notice you standing there?
Nope, didn't notice me at all. I was like, wow, that's how much that compliment really meant to you. I'm right here.
Devastating.
It was
sorry.
such a bummer. Brought me right back down.
As it does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a good week, bad week that will blow your mind, but you guys already know it. Listen, my whole life I've wanted fame. My whole life I've wanted fame. I've longed for it growing up in small town Alberta, just dreamed of what it would like for everyone to know my name and people to be calling, incoming calls. My whole life, Keltie outgoing calls night is what my name is. It's me begging people to see me, hear me, love me, want me, know me. And I have had the most viral week of my life because of this missing ring. And I'm not even telling the story because everybody knows it. We've seen it. But what's so crazy about it is that like I have heard when I was doing Superfan and I was so bummed, I'm like, where are my people? Where are the people? Where is Dana, who I knew once in DC? when she was a bachelor fashion blogger, and I told her that I wore Alice and Olivia and helped her out for her blog. Where's Dana right now? It was
call out Dana.
it was ghostly silent.
Hate to be Dana.
When you were trying to promo the thing that you cared so much about. It was crickets in the fucking Coliseum, you know? It's like you know what it is? It's like I died and everyone's posting like about, you know, like, oh, I loved Keltie. She was, because they want that like connection fame. You know what I mean?
Grief groupies.
Grief groupies. Yeah. It's like that. But I've never had more messages in my life from the rando people and obviously strangers. But I'm like, this is what it's like to just put something up on the internet and for it to get views, like to not have to try. Like, I'm not looking, being like, oh my God, I hope 10,000 people or 100 people look at this. It's just flying. It's flying. Yeah. I've experienced it. I know what it's like now. It's so easy. I'm a viral queen.
Can we just? Oh, go ahead.
No, and I just want to say that I feel nothing. I thought I would feel so special and like fulfilled. Like, oh my God, look, it's the Today Show who just turned me down for an appearance 3 months ago. Now you're calling me. You want to interview me? Okay. All right. You know, I thought I would feel something. I feel nothing. I just want to be in my sauna with a book. I got in bed early last night. I took a night well PM because I haven't slept in like 2 weeks. I'm still jet lagged from Vietnam. And I was just like, you know what is important to me? Touching feet with my husband and reading a book. So I've experienced fame and I'm come back from Fame Island and I'm the same.
Have you had any celebrities reach out to you?
I mean, the housewives. Yes.
Okay.
Well, you and Lisa Barlow now share this in common. You both have lost expensive jewelry.
Well, it was funny because it was like everyone was like, Jack, I don't think you watched Salt Lake, but Becca, have you watched the Salt Lake finale yet?
I heard it was the best
oh my God
episode of TV that's ever existed.
Well, everyone's saying Monica stole the diamond now because they were in Palm Springs. Lisa told us the story when she was on how she lost the diamond and like they never found it, which seems so crazy. And then Lisa was like, well, not Lisa, but the people were like, was Monica in the bathroom? Did she steal the diamond? Because now we know that she's a shiesty bitch.
Wait, is Monica still the one that was suing Heather? Okay. Didn't they always think that she stole it?
No, no one thought they stole it. They just were like, we don't know where it went. It went down the toilet. They took it out. Like maybe it flushed. Like they never found the diamond. And so everyone was writing on my post being like, is Monica there? Oh my God. Like, is Monica at the Golden Globes?
Oh my God. Monica, how coincidental would that be?
I was like, it's so freaking funny. I was like, that is wild. So yeah, now, you know, we do share that. You're right.
Wow. Well, you know, there's something interesting about the internet and apparently Gen Z, I think millennials actually coined this, but they can take it. They talk about the pick me girls of the world and like, don't be a pick me girl, which is like the girls that are sort of very outwardly trying. Yes. Yes. And you know, I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like, we're all pick me girls. Every single human, unless you have debilitating depression, inside feels like they want to be chosen.
Well, everybody needs outside validation in some way or another.
Yes. And so I don't want the pick me girls out there to feel bad about themselves because we all have the same inner workings and inner desires. I think that the non-pick-me girls have a little more self-control and a little more awareness of what you just experienced, which is I got the thing I wanted. It feels fine. It doesn't feel amazing. So I'm not willing to shamelessly put myself out there anymore on the internet. So
she still will.
I know that she will. And we will still always love Pick Me Keltie. Call me Keltieknight. Outgoing calls only. But I'm proud of you. And I want you to remember when you're hounding Dana and plotting her murder, the next time you have something you need to promote, just remember, it won't even feel that good when Dana covers it.
Right. No.
Well, I think that we all learned this when we did anything with LadyGang, where it was like the book or the show. It was like, I feel nothing. It's like, nothing.
I mean,
I feel happier when I see a story in the community, like of
Right.
a girl that's
Same.
like, oh my God,
yeah.
I was going to get married and I did this thing because you did it. You said to do it and it turned out great. That to me is like,
Well, Keltie, that's human connection.
Am I a humanitarian? Am I in my humanitarian era?
I'm dying.
I don't think so.
Okay, well,
Becca's like, I don't think so.
let's not push it, Kristen
Yeah.
Bell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, I'm excited. And what's really, I have no words, but I have a bad week. So that was my good week, bad week, but I have an extra bad week. The added like cherry on top bad week of this all. And this is a PSA. And I know it's not the LadyGang girls doing it, but of course, all this is happening. And I'm looking through a couple of the comments and I'm looking on TikTok and I'm seeing, things. And it's like, everyone's like, oh my God, I hope you find it. I hope you find it. And then the motherfuckers are like, I thought it was Caitlyn Jenner. And that's my
There
bad
will
week.
always be those, though.
It never ends, but it's one specific person. I want to know from the internet, and LadyGang, you can be real with me. What is it? What am I giving that's giving you Caitlyn Jenner?
I'll tell you
the
exactly
brown
what it
smoky
is.
eye? She's like,
I know exactly what it is. Caitlyn Jenner's most beautiful asset, I believe, is the hair color. I think Caitlyn has a beautiful, like brown, dimensional, like, long, medium length.
Yeah.
Her hair is always looking fly. Okay. Yeah. And I think you also have that like bronzed look.
Yeah.
And your skin tone, your complexion is similar. So I feel like that's probably the majority of these comments.
It's also because you're completely done up when you're getting these comments.
100%. But also the thing is like, what person on the planet is like, I know I should, like, the internet is cruel and horrible, but like, what person is like, you know what I'm going to spend my time doing? Writing, oh, I thought this was Caitlyn Jenner. Like, I would never even put that in a comment. I don't even have the energy to type out that long of a comment. Do you think it was
a LadyGang fan who's like being funny because we talk about you getting called Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, it's not funny. No joke taken. Offended Keltie 2024. All my personnel knows. I don't like it. I don't like it I don't know why I don't like. I usually like attention and I usually enjoy a troll, but now that I've had real comments, I don't need your trolling comments.
Right.
No, nice guys only. Nice guys only.
And also, Keltie, let's acknowledge that you wanted the attention, and the attention comes with trolls.
Good and bad.
That's what I was going to say. It's true. It'll always be there.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to complain more. Okay, we're back. And I got a Christmas present that finally arrived. I got taken by the internet and I got a new game. There's this thing called a Delve deck. And it's literally, it was questions to like get your party started or whatever. I don't know what algorithm I'm on, but I got like all these like card games over the holidays. So I love this. And it's just like all funny things that I'm going to ask you guys. Okay. So first, here we go.
Ready.
1, 2, 3. What is your least favorite smell?
Other than vomit.
No, vomit can be it.
Vomit.
Okay.
Bacterial vaginosis.
Oh my God. Yes.
Ooh, rotten.
Yes.
Oh my God. On the train in New York.
That's it. That's it.
I know.
Because it goes from fishy to poopy to...
And it doesn't go away. It lingers.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's wild. And I want to tell you something. When I was on holiday as a menopausal lady, my vagina is changing smells.
Yeah, your hormones are changing.
It's so weird. I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, it's me. Like,
really?
Sorry, I don't mean to like say that out loud. It's probably everyone's now that people are going to be like, oh my God.
No, these are things we should talk about because
true. It's different than it was.
Yeah.
It's all changing.
It's all changing.
Okay. What form of entertainment holds the least appeal for you?
TikTok.
Oh, what?
But it's a double-edged sword because I do love it and I am entertained by it, but I feel this feeling of it being the demise of society. So I have trouble supporting it wholeheartedly. It's like watching, it's like someone I could imagine having a porn addiction and like they're watching it and they're
They
Oh,
know
loving
it's
definitely
it,
bad for you.
but they're like, this can't end well.
Mine is going to be, it's the first thing that comes to mind. I'm sure it's not the worst form of entertainment, but it's watching other people play video games. This is something that Jared does. He'll watch other people's Twitches of them playing a video game, and I
don't
just
get
do
that
not
either.
understand it. I mean, I guess it's like our version of like watching reality TV or something so mindless, but I do not understand it. But so many men do it.
Yeah,
You're
they do.
absolutely right. Mine is I'm gonna get killed for this, but sports in general. And here's why. Like, I like going to a hockey game and I like sports. What ruins sports for me is the announcers. Like, why? And as an announcer who has been like, here comes Dumbo at the parade, let me give you some stupid facts about it. Like, I get it. This is your job to like commentate the game, but why you got to do it in the most annoying, grating voice of all time? Like, and he.
This is how men feel about our reality shows, though. The tone of
That's
the
what I'm saying.
voices. It's
Yeah.
all
Really?
This is the men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I mean, I know we're generalizing. There are women that do love sports, like, but it's just I agree.
When they every time the in LA Kings get close to the goal, I'm in the kitchen making a nice dinner, trying to chill out after a long day of being a working wife and a pick-me girl. I'm exhausted, and I hear because they get close to the goal and they start screaming, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna make the annoying high-pitched screamy voice, goals only.
Yes.
Be excited. Don't every time they pass that blue line, it's like so much energy about nothing.
Oh my God. I mean, the men that end up like throwing shit at their TVs or like punching a wall. I don't, unless your family member is a person on the team, I don't understand it.
I recently had a conversation. This is going to open me up to immense amounts of hate, but I'm going to have to express myself because that's who I am. I don't understand. So we have in America, Keltie, this is for you. Yep. We have NFL, which is the professional, the National Football League. So that's adult men playing, right? They're not in college anymore. And then we have the college teams, right? So understandably, when you go to a college, you go and you root for your team at a game. And even if you're an alumni of some college, it's normal to follow it and even go to the games and have a great time. I cannot understand adult humans who cheer very aggressively for a college team in which they did not attend the college. They simply live maybe in the town that the college is, in the same state. I don't know. I just can't understand. And the reason I'm talking about this is because University of Texas went to the national championship, right? My whole mother effing neighborhood was on planes going to that game in New Orleans, and I don't think many of them actually attended the school. I am so beyond confused about the passion for watching college boys play football.
Okay, but devil's advocate. No, I hear you. I hate the sports, but devil's advocate, is this like when I watch the Olympics and I'm like, ooh, Bernadette Philadelphia from Quebec is swimming the 400 freestyle and she's the Canadian.
Yes,
and
but I'm like,
go Bernadette. Like,
but that's sports. That's sports in general. I understand the college aspect of it.
It's the college.
The obsession is very bizarre with college basketball or football.
If you want to cheer for a team, cheer for professionals and like spend your money to go see professionals play instead of like every state pretty much has a national football team. Like, it's like go cheer for the Cowboys. If you live in Georgia, go cheer for the Falcons. Like, those are the big professionals, and spend your money to go do that. Because I also have issues with, I know some of the college players are now getting paid, which they should have been for
ever
since the beginning of time, which is insane to me. But I'm like, why are we injecting all this money into like college sports when you didn't even play them yourself or go to that school or have kids that go to that school. It's so strange to me.
And Lady Gang, if you are one of those people, please write us and
I wanna know.
or send us
Let
a
us
voicemail.
know.
We're doing voicemails. Send us a voicemail DM on @theladygang on Instagram because I want to understand. I want to
I do
understand.
too.
I don't want to
Yeah.
yuck your yum, but
I
I
don't
want to
either.
understand.
I don't get it.
Okay, what commonplace product do you really hate? I'm going to start. I want to talk about things. Mine is methods of cleaning a dish.
Wait, what was
Oh.
the question?
What commonplace
Commonplace
product
products?
do you hate? Okay,
A sponge?
we
I mean, yeah,
are
sponge for
we
sure.
are flying on planes. We are cloning Dolly Parton's pets or the Queen's corgis. We have electricity. Like we are in the millennia of success.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 3 choices hanging on the edge of my sink. I have the brush that has the long toothy combs that I replace every once in a while at Home Goods. And I've scrubbed my thing. And then when I go to rinse the brush, not all the shishma comes off it. There's a little bit of cilantro still left in that brush, drying overnight, only to be wet again the next morning with my
Ew.
next dish. The other option is a sponge, which is just disgusting. And I've tried every sponge from Scrub Daddy to Cheapy to the green, yellow, both sides. There's always a little schmegma in there. Hopefully not schmegma, but dish schmegma. Or there's like the washcloth, or it's just or it's paper, a paper towel, which I'm not using because I'm trying to be better to the earth. I'm using a reusable paper towel, which is essentially, by the way, just a piece of fabric. You can just call it fabric pieces.
It is disgusting.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is there not some sort of self-cleaning brush for a dish? I think like the little leftovers.
Science moved too quickly. We went from the sponge to the dishwasher. So
Yes.
I think that's why no one
But
has
we
really
need both. But
we
need
do.
both.
And no one has invested enough time and energy. However, I did just see an ad on Instagram. There is a sink out there.
Yeah.
When you go, if you've ever worked in a bar, they have those you place the cup on top and the water squirts up and it's like a douche for a cup.
Yeah, douche for the cup.
They have sinks now, like residential sinks that you can have for a cup. Now that's a cup, but I do think we could expand upon this and have it be for many other kinds of dishes. But I agree, Keltie. I think that we are archaic.
Yeah. I power wash. Well, I don't, but my dad, when he comes, borrows a power washer and power washes the driveway, which and honestly doesn't need cleaning. Like I'm fine to have the schmegma on the driveway, but we can't invite a tiny little power washer into our sinks so that we can just power wash instead of having. That's actually a great idea. Maybe I'm going to do that.
Well, I think that's
actually a really good idea.
I think that's the faucets that have the option to
it's not
have
enough power.
pressure.
You still need something to scrub it down.
I know.
I mean, Scrub Daddies, I feel like are the best.
They're the best
because
of the
they're
worst.
plastic and you're not like getting all that bacteria in it. But what I saw on TikTok is it's almost like a Dremel tool, but for a sponge. Like it spins around like super fast. So you don't actually have to like touch the dish. You just attach the sponge on the outside, but it is a sponge. It's a green and yellow sponge. Like we need to move to the next.
Yeah, help us. Okay, what commonplace item do you hate?
The sponge is pretty much the worst of them all, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think I really have a commonplace thing that I hate. There's nothing in my house that I come across and I'm like, you could be better. Or there has to be something better. I don't think.
Can I ask you something, Becca, as a mom?
Yeah.
Something happened to me in Vietnam that I didn't tell you guys about, and I'm going to bring it up now because I don't want to shame moms, and they have a lot going on, so live your life.
Feel free. Shame all the way.
But
shame away.
When I was trying to have a relaxing vacation on the beach, I walked by multiple used diapers that were folded into tiny little perfect origamis. Is that something we do with the diaper? We fold it into an origami and then we stick the sticky pieces and we make it like a little bonbon of poop or whatever it is. Okay.
I did it today.
Okay. So the little poopy bonbons, and they were just on the beach. Like people
just like on the sand,
or like in the grass. Like I, when you're out in the world, I guess it's the first time I've ever seen it. I thought it was fucking disgusting. And honestly, I was like, now I don't want to be on the beach because now I'm thinking about all the other like things that have happened on this beach that are like not pristine.
Well,
but it's like, do we need a better system for your poop bonnets?
You just need to chuck them into the trash.
Yeah, trash can. So those have been around a while.
There is a solution.
I imagine
People
on
just
a
aren't using
beach,
it.
maybe there wasn't a trash can nearby, but then if you're really well prepared, you probably bring some kind of like plastic bag or something. Right. But
one was there for 3 days. I walk past it every day. No one ever picked it up.
Foul.
It was disgusting.
That's not even about mothers. It's just about gross humans, bad people.
Yeah,
you know,
sick.
Moms can be bad people too.
I know. It's wild. Sorry to moms. I just feel like maybe there was something better for you out there, but I guess it's just a trash can. Okay. What minor inconvenience really annoys you?
Oh, when they can't do my nails, toes and fingers at the same time.
Oh, that's a good one.
I am, and when you call, listen, I love my Russian manicure woman here in Austin. That's never an issue. It's literally the greatest service you could ever imagine. However, when I was in Atlanta, I had to go to your run of the mill,
nail bar.
And this has happened on multiple occasions where I will call. I will say, I need to make an appointment for manicure, pedicure. What time? I was like, well, when can you do it both at the same time? And they're like, well, we'll see when you get here if we have time. They never commit. They never verbally commit. They never do anything until you're there, and then you're at their mercy and you desperately need those calluses pumice off your heels. And you are like, I guess I'm going to give you another hour of my time because you're not going to give me this at the same time. And I don't understand because it's not like you're taking money away from them. You're just saying, instead of giving that girl her manicure that just walked in, please give me my manicure while also doing this pedicure. So I don't understand the logic.
It's so true. Getting your nails done is like the worst thing in the world, even though it's like the biggest champagne problems ever. But why do we all hate it?
If I could drop my head off at the hair salon and my hands and feet off
this is the technology that we need.
Honestly,
they got to start dismembering us while we're alive.
I will give up my sponge. I'll have schmegma sponges forever if I can just drop off my head and my hands and feet at the gas station of beauty and pick them up later in the day.
Yeah. Should we invent a place you go where it's not quite dismembering yourself, however you get a propofol nap, and while you're under they do your hair, your nails,
I also wonder why the hair salons don't offer like great drugs. Well, okay. I was just going to say a mani-pedi while you're getting your hair done. Like, why am I not in a chair that's giving me a small back massage, getting mani-pedi hairdo, and then have a lady come by and wax my mustache? Like, why is this not happening all at the same spot? And why aren't the superstars of this world? Like, if I was my nail girl, Una, who has her own little, like, I'm not doing group spa anymore. She has her own little office and I go and sit in her. It's just me and her, like very chill. Like, Una, go be at whatever salon, charge double. I will pay a premium. And also, I'm a person that sits in hair and makeup for like an hour every day. When a makeup artist is doing me, sorry to all my makeup artists, but like this happened to me yesterday. I'm not going to say with who, but like I'm getting my makeup and I love all my people. And you're in the glam room. When she steps away and then drops the brushes and then wants to have a visit and like wants to talk more, I'm like, there should be a brush on my face at all time. I'm not sitting, like, I do not put your things down.
I'm not paying for the time you're not touching me.
Look at John in the corner and be like, oh my God, you'll never believe that happened to me. And like have a kiki. If I'm sitting in your chair, there needs to be something happening at all times. I'm sorry, I'm such a dick.
You're J-Lo. You just went from Keltie to J-Lo.
I started to be relatable this episode with my like, I'm not a pick me girl. And now I'm like, no, we could be doing my eyebrows while you tell this story. Like, I want to get the out of here. Anyway.
I think that more salons just need to start serving drinks. I know that Sherry serves they'll give you like a glass of champagne.
But then you have to drive home.
Oh, yeah. That's true. But it's good in theory.
It is.
Something to pass the time.
I would take a small, like organized, like what about this? Okay. Hold on. Mac Genius Bar. You know how you take your computer to the Genius Bar when your computers? What if it was a Genius Bar hair salon? So you could literally go in get your hairs and nails done.
Mhm.
And while that, someone takes your phone and your computer and they update it with all the necessary updates.
Oh,
Clean the memory. Make
this is
sure
so
that
specific.
make
This
sure
is like tech
that,
and the
like-
beauty industry merge.
Yeah, because what does a modern woman need? I need my fucking computer to stop giving me this smiley circle of death, and I need also when I drive there, do my fucking car at the same time.
Get an
I
oil
need
change.
you know,
Fill up my gas tank, wash my car.
Yeah.
Zach got in my car the other day and he was like, it's been months since he's gotten in my car because we always just take his as a family. And he was like, do you not see what is around you? Do you not feel, smell, just all of the things about your car? He's like, it is a disgusting place to be. He's like, you're so judgmental when there's messy homes. You know, if you go to someone's house and there's just crap. He's like, that's how I feel inside your car. That really hit home for me because I am really judgmental when people's houses are a goddamn mess. And my car is the equivalent.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I have to clean my car before you guys come to town because
And
it's
it's
so
still not
disgusting.
clean.
You can't even
Trash
sit
can
in
on
it.
wheels.
It's just disgusting. Okay. Do you have a minor inconvenience that annoys you, Jack, or do you just agree?
No, I mean, the one that I was thinking of is when somebody just cold calls you when it's like a business call or an important call and doesn't set up a time to talk. This has happened to me a few times. And I'm like, I don't know why you would think that I am just free to take this call, not around other people, not working. And some people just really love to do that. And that is a big inconvenience.
Yeah.
I need to like set myself up emotionally for these calls.
Yeah.
I can't just answer it out of nowhere.
No, that's not appropriate.
Well, and that goes along with, I mean, this is well known, but you can't just text, can you talk?
No.
No.
Or like when a boss, or like if you're in a position of power and you say, hey, call me. No, call me about the
What?
flowers.
Right.
Call me about, you guys are really good at that because we have a good language. We're like, call me, not no
important.
rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Not more-
No, you need
remember
like a
you
crumb
used to
of
send
context.
I used to do
911?
it. Yeah.
Keltie used to send 911. You didn't even just give a, hey, call me when you can. It was like a 911 and then there would be like dots for like 7 minutes. And I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? Do I call her? What do I do? Do I text Jack? What's happening? And then she's like, we have to reschedule next week's podcast.
It's always for something that was so stupid. It was never important.
911.
Oh my God. Okay. What errands do you dread the most?
Returns.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is because it's always so easy. It takes me like 5 minutes, but I dread and put off doing returns like it's the plague. Always.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But think about it. It's like getting free money back. That's how I do it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go make some money right now. But,
Yeah.
and
and spend it on something else that I'm going to have to return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Becca.
I want to love grocery shopping. I really do. I get in there and I want to cry or scream or give up on life. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter the grocery store. It doesn't matter. I cannot do it. And I don't like Instacart. I don't like having my groceries delivered because then you're at the mercy of your phone for like an hour while the person's shopping and they're like, they didn't have grape. They have northern grape. Is that okay? And I'm like, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
like way more stressful than just going.
and I'm like, I could have just gone, but I want to be the person, and I just don't know how to be the person that's has a list and goes in.
Oh God, never. Not a list.
Never. But I save all these recipes, and I'm like, I want to make that one day. But there's something about it. If I just can't, I cannot do it. I hate it so much, and I want to be different. I want to be different. I should be hypnotized or something because this is something I deeply desire to want to like and be good at.
My errand is an errand for my I love that, Becca, and I agree 100% wholeheartedly in my soul. My errand is I absolutely hate breaking down the boxes of things that come.
Oh,
Now I know this is a champagne problem because we're getting boxes, which is so exciting, but I hate
Keltie acts like we're talking to people in like a third world country who I don't even know how they'd be listening to this.
No,
like every single person on the other end of this
It's
gets
the
a
same.
package.
We
Has
all
an
have
Amazon
Amazon.
account.
Right. Okay. So
Jeff Bezos has a cruise ship out there in the Caribbean because everyone listening gets boxes.
Yes, you're right. Okay. So I hate when you get the boxes and then you've gotten what you need and then you got to break down the boxes and you got to punch the holes in the plastic stuff.
I hate it.
And then I'm like, and then the small trail of those little baby paper crinkles that is around you for the next 2 weeks. Like you get the paper crinkle package and you're like, wow, thank you for the gift. This is so nice. And I'm very happy for myself that I've been given this gift and I'm happy, I'm thrilled and wow, this is amazing. I'm not thrilled that like those little crinkles are like the pubic hair of adult living. Like you find them everywhere. They're just hidden. And then I'm like, okay, great. I broke down the box. I put it in the recycling. And then I was like, now I got to get out the motherfucking broom.
Yep.
Where's the broom bin? Because you can't pick it up with the Dyson, the vacuum cleaner, it'll clog. So you got to get the broom. Then you start brooming and you're like, oh wow, my house is disgusting. And then you decide you got to vacuum the whole upstairs. And then you're trying to broom. And the other thing is, this goes back to the sponge. Have we not figured out a better dustpan? Because the dustpan, you're dustpanning.
I've seen one.
Does it have a little vacuum on it or something?
Yes.
Ooh.
It has like a vacuum on the side of it. So
Yes.
you're like,
so it's suctioning everything in.
you just kind of turn it sideways and then it like sucks everything up.
Well, I had an idea a while ago for the boxes, and I think because everyone in the world at this point gets Amazon, majority of your deliveries are Amazon.
Yeah.
I want there to be an option where it's like, I don't need this packaged in a cardboard box. I can just have you come and bring my
please.
Swiffer. And there should be a bin outside of your house or wherever you live where
God.
only the Amazon driver has the key to. They open it up and they drop your shit in, and then that's where it is. It's like a plastic bin or a something bin, and you just go in there and you open it up and there's your thing, and you don't have a box, and we don't have so much cardboard, and you just have a drop box for Amazon. Like why?
There's probably a liability with all the products getting damaged, not being in a box or something.
I guess, but I
mean,
feel
I
like
know, Jack,
the
but don't yuck
majority
our
of
yum.
them-
Let's dream this up.
they
A
could-
Keltie locker.
Yeah, they could do it in lockers,
Put it
but
in
they
the
could
locker.
also, and they have those like
They
all
do have
over the
Amazon
cities.
lockers, yeah.
But they should have it at our houses. You should sign up and be like, I want to save the environment and I don't want
Yeah.
to break down another motherfucking box.
Yeah.
So here's my locker. I'm taking full responsibility if something
Right.
happens.
Yes.
But just put I get so few fragile items from Amazon. You could drop kick it at my front door and it's fine.
It's just shampoo. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Guys,
my enema. It's fine. Like we're good.
Are we solving all the world's problems today?
Honestly,
It
I think
feels like
so.
it.
This episode just got named LadyGang Solves the World's Problems. Like you're welcome, your dishes, okay. Here's the last one. What human body and this is like saving the world. What human body malfunction drives you the craziest? I know it's tough. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what it is, because I had this actually happen to me at the Golden Globes, and I'll tell the Lady Gang what happened, because you guys trust me and you need this story. So, okay. So I have not been sleeping since I got back from Vietnam. I overdid. I know Big Pharma was 2023, and I really went out with a bang for Big Pharma, because I got a prescription for Adavan for when I fly, because I like Adavan. I'll tell you why I like Adavan. Not sponsored. Wish it was. Adavan, I would still sponsor me. I bet that's big money. Big Pharma, big money. Adavan to me is better than a Xanax or a sleeping pill, because it's an anxiety medicine that makes me drowsy, but it lasts only 4 hours. So if I'm flying on a red eye to New York or something like that, it takes about 20 minutes to get in your body, and then I'm out. But it's when you wake up, it's completely worn off. There's no like hangover the next morning of tiredness.
I did not know this. You sold me.
Either.
Yeah. And so I have this prescription for Adavan. Well, the problem with Adavan is it is one of the most addictive pills that is out there. And so I'm saying that like with a trigger warning of seriousness, like don't just go ask for the Adavan, because you will be addicted to it. And so this is what's happened to me. So I went to Vietnam and I was flying all over the place, and I was flying a lot in December, and I took one every night to go to sleep. And then I started taking them when I got back from Canada to like get myself back on this American schedule. And then I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like this is too many Adavan in a row. And then I couldn't sleep. I was up till 5. I've been up till 5 a.m. for this whole time.
The
And so then I was like,
dependency is real.
I know. So then I was like, okay, I'll switch to the magnesium. So I started doing the All Calm, the magnesium drink. So we're at the Golden Globes, and I get up. What happens with Golden Globes is I went to the Hilton, where it is, it's the hotel, and they put me in a room with my glam team and wardrobe, and I get to get ready in that room. And then I just walk down to the red carpet. So there's no getting ready at home. So you're essentially in like a tiny studio apartment with all your people, which when you need to poop is a problem. Okay. So I drank the magnesium for 3 nights before. And my problem with the magnesium is that it doesn't hit until like, if there's a poop, the poop is not an early morning poop. Your system is still in sleep mode. It's like 1 o'clock is when your body's like, good morning, Keltie. And so I'm at the Golden Globes and I was like, okay. So then I went in, I was like, let me go to the bathroom before I get dressed. And I get dressed and I am pooping air, water, garbage shit into the toilet. And I'm like, it was a 3 flush, you know what I mean? Like just to mask it. And then I come out and then I'm like, oh, let me put my perfume on before I air quotes, put my dress on, I'm trying to cover it with Angel. That's like, I had a little tester of Angel, which is like a very strong scent anyway. So then I get out and then I put my dress on and then it's like of the bubble stomach. And I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I just have so much gas. So I lied to them and I was like, I took Gas X. I don't know why I lied. Like I could have just been like, I have explosive diarrhea right now. But anyway, I was like, I'm just really farty. Let me like take my dress off. So I take my dress off again. The hair person took my dress off because wardrobe's gone. They're like, you're dressed. Bye. Have a good Globes. So, I take the dress off again. I go in. I was like, listen to some Taylor Swift. I played, I did something bad. Boo, like a loud song. I go in again. It's terrible. I get dressed again. 3rd time. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Anyway, I finished my explosive diarrhea. I was like, all right, this is it. And then, so I guess my human body malfunction is if I'm going to have diarrhea, can I have it at home? You know what I mean?
It never happens at home. It's going to happen at the most inopportune time always. That's what diarrhea does.
I feel like your brain should have a sensor that is like, I need to have this diarrhea now before I get to a small hotel room with only a sliding rice paper door. Who did that, by the way? Hilton. Give me a full fucking glass, please.
Ew.
Or I'm on a hike, or I'm at the, the tiny bodega grocery store, or I'm at the Macy's, whatever it is. Like that is not, my brain should know, hey, you ate a lot of magnesium last night. We're going to make you this morning. We're going to wake you up with a nice shit, like, come on.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least you're off the Adavan.
Yeah, I know. I am. Okay. Do you have any human body malfunction? Sorry, that was a very long story. But anyway, when people are like, you look so amazing in your dress, I'm like, thanks. I just shit myself for 3 different times.
I mean, there's no better feeling than that.
No better.
Probably felt great.
Okay.
I don't think, pooping is like that is a huge inconvenience. Trapped gas is terrible. I don't deal with it so much anymore.
Not since the hospital.
Not since my hospital visit. Sometimes when I'm like talking in a meeting that's important for some reason, or like an audition, or when we've been doing press where it's just like a little higher anxiety, higher stakes, I'll do this thing where I'll talk and then I'll like need to swallow immediately, and it would like it's like breaks up a word that I'm saying. Have you had that?
I love it.
I like can't really describe it, but I'll be talking and my throat will involuntarily swallow.
That's so weird. It must be an anxiety thing.
It has to be, because it's always stuff that's important, and I'm like, oh, I swear I'm not nervous, idiot.
Weird. Mine is just twitching. Twitching literally ruins my life. If I have a little twitch in my finger, my whole body gets itchy.
Yeah.
And I can't function, and I can't sleep, and I just can't do anything.
The eyelid twitch.
Oh.
Well, guys, thank you so much for fixing the world's problems. LadyGang, you're welcome.
See you
next Tuesday.